to my YouTube channel. It is Nikki here. So today I have a really fun video for you. It's going to be a get ready with me, so I'm going to be doing my outfit, makeup and hair. We're going to go through the whole process together for a blind date. Yes, for a Tinder date. You could have met them on Happen, Tinder, Bumble, Poff, any of them ones, but it's a blind date, so you've actually never met this person in real life. I know it can be really nerve-wracking. I've done a couple of dates of these and it is really nerve-wracking. I was really nervous. I didn't know what to wear, so I thought this would help some of you guys out there that are single, because come on, there's a lot of us that are single and we're going on these dates and we don't know what to wear, we don't know how to do our makeup. So I thought it would be really fun. So if you guys want to stay tuned and watch the whole process, watch me be really real about certain situations, then just keep on watching. Okay, so let's get into the video. The first thing that I do, if you're anything like me, you're going to be hella nervous. So I would suggest to you guys to get a glass of wine. Just one glass of wine. Don't overdo it, girls. Like, honestly, don't overdo it. Don't go for 2 or 3 because you don't want to turn up to your date tipsy AF. You just want to be a little bit more, feel like a little bit more confident. It's going to ease your nerves. Just get yourself a glass of wine. Take a couple of sips as you get ready and we'll be okay. Okay, so one of the first things that I do like to do if I'm going on a blind date is I like to plan my outfit. I like to just get it sorted because I'm the type of girl that actually likes to do her makeup and then I and ah what I'm going to wear. And it's usually just like Adidas leggings and a top. But this isn't something casual. It's going to be a blind date. You want to put your best foot forward. So I'm going to show you the outfit and everything that I've got ready before we start putting our makeup on. Okay, so I've gone with this dress. This is an off-the-shoulder dress. It's a beautiful little number and it's just like long sleeve, which I like because I don't really love my arms, so I like to cover my arms, but it's got this kind of flowy detail at the bottom, which is super pretty. I got this dress actually on sale. It's in a size 8 and it's from River Island and it was £15, which was absolutely amazing. Really recent as well, so you'll probably be able to get your hands on it right now. Then I'm an all black kind of gal. I like the look of all black. I feel like it looks very sleek, so I'm actually just going to pair that with a waterfall duster, just a black one. This one is from Primark. So this will be going over the top, but when I get into whether it be a bar or a restaurant, wherever you guys are going to go to, I'll be slipping this off so it will just show the dress. For shoes, now just because I am 5 foot, I like to wear heels. I also like the way in which girls walk in heels. I feel like you stand tall, you look sexier in heels as opposed to flats. So I'm going to go for these little bad boys. Now these are actually really recent. They're from Primark. They've got this beautiful zip detailing at the front and then an elastic at the back. And they're a peep toe and then a heel, exposed heel as well. So I think they are super sexy. You can wear the zips down or you can wear them right up. And then what I do like to do is I like to go with a really classy, luxurious bag. It's my statement piece. I guess it is a type of accessory, isn't it? And I've got the ANASTASIA bag. This bag, oh my gosh, is absolutely stunning. It's got this tassel detailing on it. It's just luxury, like it just screams money. That's what I love about it. It's fire. And it is a pop of colour as well. Like, you guys know that I don't like, I'm not going to go for like bright yellow or bright orange or red or anything like that. But it's a petrol blue, which is what I like about it. It is a pop of colour, but it's not too much. So the ANASTASIA brand is actually a really cool concept. It is a luxury-led brand, which means that the consumers decide everything. It's almost like, if you wanna say that we are the brand, we decide what color we want it, we decide what style, we decide the design, the materials, the shape, everything. So this bag has actually been created by just consumers fully and what they want, which I think is a really cool concept. I also want to say thank you to ANASTASIA for partnering with me on this video, because without them I won't be able to bring this video for you guys. So I'm just going to tell you a little bit about the bag. The way in which it works is you would go on www.adeslifestyle.com, and that is where all the consumers sort of vote. So they have like a voting system where you vote what design you want, what material you want, and then the ones with the highest vote is created into whatever the consumer's choice is, which is such a cool concept. Never heard of it before, and this was the Anna bag. There are only 499, which makes it super special, so I feel like taking this on a date with me as well makes me feel ultra special, you know, like you'll be standing tall, you'll be a little bit more confident. But there are only 499 of these bags, which is absolutely amazing, and the quality, I can't even, like, the quality is beautiful. So ANASTASIA will actually be launching on Kickstarter. I'm going to leave the links down below. If you do want to support them and support a live project, that will be super cool and get your votes in. But let's just get into the makeup. Okay, so the first thing that I'm actually going to do is I'm just going to turn my hair up because I want to beat this face. I want to literally catfish you all, beat this face to the gods, so I can't be having any hair in my face. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use the e.l.f. lip scrub. This is just the clear one, and we are going to exfoliate our lips. The reason why I'm going to do this is because you don't know how things are going to go down on the date. You might want a cheeky little kiss at the end. You want your lips to be nice and smooth. So I'm just going to scrub them. Mine are a little bit dry, so I just need to get rid of any of the dead skin. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm just going to apply some moisturizer. This is normal. You just want to moisturize your skin. Mine's dehydrated, so I like to just put this everywhere and let it soak in and give me really nice moisture. Okay, so I'm also just going to keep my lips moisturized with the MAC lip conditioner. Okay, so my general theory with date makeup, blind date makeup, them swiping app makeup dates, go with what you know works. Like, honestly, go with what you know works. I'm just gonna do like this is more or less my sort of everyday makeup, just kind of turned up a little bit, just turned up a notch. So I'm gonna go in with my FARSALI Unicorn Essence because I know that this primes my skin, it's beautiful on my skin, and it makes my makeup last, and it will last all night. So I'm just gonna take a couple of drops of this and then pop this on and massage it with my fingers. Next, I'm gonna be taking a little bit of the iconic London Illuminator drops in just the shade Original. I wouldn't actually normally do this, but because we're using a really matte foundation, I want a little bit of glow from within, so I feel like this is going to help. I'm going to take the applicator and I'm just going to dot it on all of the high points of the skin where we would usually highlight and where you want the skin to be glowy. And then I'm just going to buff that out using a damp beauty blender. Okay, so now that we are legit looking like the Tin Man, I'm going to be applying my foundation. I'm going to be using the Fenty Beauty. You guys already knew that this was going to come. It's a Pro Filter Soft Matte Foundation in the shade 310. I've told everyone, their mum and their dog, about this foundation. I think it's absolutely incredible. It makes my skin look really nicely flawless. So I'm going to take about 3 or 4 pumps of this, and then I'm just going to apply it using a buffing brush all over the face, the neck and the chest area because my dress is off the shoulder. I want to just make sure that all areas are covered with this. Okay, so I'm going to be super real. This video is just really real. But when I was going on a couple of Tinder dates, yes, I said it, I swore I'd take that to the grave with me. I swore I would take that to the grave with me, but I haven't. But yes, when I went on a couple of Tinder dates, I remember I was saying to my friends, I was like, I'm so nervous, like I'm so nervous. I don't know if they're gonna like me, are they gonna think I look the same as my photos? I was just nervous about so many things about myself and putting myself down. And my friend was like, don't be worried. Don't be worried about what he's going to think of you. Be worried for your sake. Be worried about whether you're going to like him, whether he's going to give you the same laughter, be the same that like he is over text. Be worried that you might not see something in him that you can see a future with, you know? So I feel like that's such a strong message, and I want to put that out to all of you guys out there, that be worried about what you're going to think, not so much what they're going to think of you, because you are you. Okay, so next I'm going to be applying a concealer. I'm going with my safe bet as per usual. I'm going to go with the Pro Longwear concealer because this bad boy just doesn't crease. It gives me the coverage, but I know that I'm not going to have to touch it up all night, which is I think a bonus because you don't want to be sitting there. Well, you might want to, but I don't really like sitting there with a mirror and touching up my makeup, do you know what I mean? Like in the middle of a bar or whatever when I'm trying to communicate with someone and have a conversation with them. So the Pro Longwear Concealer in NC45 and 42 as per usual. I'm going to mix them together and then just pop it on all the areas that I need some extra coverage. Okay, so I want my base to be as flawless as I can possibly get it, and I want to add a little bit of dimension. So I'm going to be highlighting using the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, and this is in the shade Ginger, just on all of the high points of the face, and then we're going to move on to contouring. Can you guys just write down below what dating apps you use if you are single and you are on dating apps? Like, I've not been on like Bumble or Happen. I think there's a few other ones like Puff. Not been on them, I've just been on the Tinder, swiping right, you know. And let me know what your tactics are. Like, my tactics personally are gifts. I think gifts are absolutely hilarious. They get you to show your personality, but like a really like funny characteristic side of yourself, which I think is amazing without it being very much like, hey, how are you? Now for contour, because I do need depth, I need to warm this bad boy up. I'm going to be using the Fenty Beauty Contour Matchstix in the shade Truffle. Again, just going with all of my staple pieces of makeup that I know absolutely work, and I know this really does. I'm just going to contour like the hollows of my cheeks, take it up a little bit to my temple area, and then go down to my jawline as well, and down my neck. And I'm just going to use a contour brush just to really buff this out and warm up the skin. Then I'm just going to take a smaller brush and just buff out my nose contour. So that is our skin done. I feel like if you've got a flawless base, anything that we now put on top of this is going to look super nice. So we're going to move it straight on to eyes and brows. Okay, so I'm just going to start off just by brushing my brows through to get rid of any foundation. This way you can just tame them a little bit before you start putting a product in them. Okay, so for brows, I'm actually just going to use my Anastasia Brow Pomade. This one never fails me. It's the Dip Brow Pomade in the shade Dark Brown. And I'm just going to be using a MAC angle brush as per usual. I like to go for a strong brow. That's just me. It's true to my style. I'm not really about the natural brow lifestyle. I'm aware that I could probably just put clear brow set through and walk out the house like that. But I like to have a strong brow. I like to make a statement with my brows. So I'm just going to be applying this in all of the gaps and then just brushing them through to make them look a little bit softer. Then I'm just going to set my brows in place using the Makeup Forever brow gel. I'm just going to use this and brush them through, so I guess they don't fly off anywhere. Next, I'm just going to go in to my KEVYN AUCOIN Sensual Skin Enhancer in the shade SX10 because I really just want to outline these brows. Well, not outline them. I'm just going to go on my brow bone just to make them really pop, and then I'm going to cover my lid with this as well to prime my lid, ready for eyeshadow. And then just going to use a beauty blender just to buff that product out. Now before that concealer sets, we're going to just set it in place with some powder. I'm going to be using the MAC Mineralise powder, the loose powder in the shade Light, just with my beauty blender, and pack that on and then just fluff it away with a fluffy brush. Okay, so now we're going to move on to eyeshadow. I'm going for safe bets. We're going for neutrals. I don't want to go with, you can do if you want, with like a heavy smoky eye, but I like to keep it quite fresh, quite uplifted. So in that case, I'm going to go into my self-made MAC palette. I love this palette. It's my go-to palette when I don't really know what I'm doing. And I'm actually going to take this shade right here, which is just a soft brown. And we're going to be putting this on a MAC 224 brush to start off with, just to put into our crease colour. It's going to be a really nice transition colour that's going to be quite soft. I'm then just going to take that soft brown colour and apply it on my lower lash line as well. So once we've got our transition colour laid down, we are going to go in with MAC's Brown Script. This has to be one of my most favourite colours from MAC. It's a ready sort of brown, and I'm going to be taking my Morphe M514 and I'm going to apply this right into the crease now, adding depth. So just taking that colour on my lower lash line as well. Because if you want a tiny bit more depth, a little bit more smokiness, if it is the evening, if it was the day, I'd probably leave it like this. But just for the evening, I'm going to be using Swiss Chocolate by MAC, and I'm going to be using just a MAC 217 brush, and I'm going to apply this just on the outer third in the crease area, and then take it into like an outwards V. And then just quickly taking that on my lower lash line again. Now just for a tiny little bit of highlight on the brow bone, I'm going to be taking the Laura Geller's Gilded Honey, which we will be using later on as a highlight. And I'm just going to take a BH Cosmetics No. 7 brush and just apply just a tiny bit just on the brow bone area and buff that baby out. Okay, so believe it or not, that is it for eyeshadow. I want to keep it quite soft, quite fresh. It's still a little bit smoky, but it's not like black or dark browns or anything like that, just quite airy, which I like. Then I'm going to go in to my tattoo liner by Kat Von D, and I'm going to give myself a wing. Now your wing is dependent on how you're feeling on the day. It will depend on whether I want a big wing, a small wing, what I want. Sometimes I don't do a wing at all, but I feel like the wing will make your eyes look a little bit more cat eye-ish, so I'm just going to give myself a wing on both eyes. Next I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to apply some mascara because we are going to be applying falsies. Now for lashes, I am going to be using my Ride or Die, and my Ride or Die at the moment are the Tatti Lashes Mink Lashes in the style TL3. These are bomb. They're not too much. For me, they're not too much. They're fluttery. They're just sexy. I feel like my eyes look quite feline and cat-eye-ish in them, so I'm just going to quickly apply these bad boys on and I'll come right back to you. Okay, so now that our lashes are safely and securely on, dependent on what the date is, whether it be a day or like an evening date, usually I feel like a lot of them are evening dates, will depend on what liner I use. Now for a day date, I like to use the Everlasting Lip Pencil by Kat Von D in Swanley. It's just kind of like a really brightening, it will open your eyes up and make them look quite dull like. However, in the evening, I like to use a black liner because I feel like it's a little bit more sultry. So I'm going to go for the black one today, and I'm going to be using the Maybelline Master Drama Kohl Liner. And I'm just going to line my waterline, and then I'm just going to kind of smudge this onto my lower lash line, and then just use an eyeshadow brush just to buff that baby out. Okay, so once that's done, I'm just going to go in with my Maybelline mascara again and just apply the mascara to my lower lashes. Okay, so because I want his attention to be on me the whole night, and I want him to be blinded by my highlight, I'm going to be going in with a really piercing one. I'm going to be using the Tanya Burr Cosmetics highlighter. This is just my ride or die. You guys know it is in the shade Warm Bronze. We're going to start off with something a little bit more subtle before we add the pop of highlight. I'm just going to go ahead and add this to all of the high points of the face. So you can stop there and go with a really nice soft highlight, but if you want him to know that you're the real deal, we're going to go in with the Laura Geller Gilded Honey, and I'm just going to take this on a small Sigma E40 brush. I'm just going to apply this to the highest points of the face, so it's going to give the pop when you move your face, you know, the pop. Now it's time for a little bit of bronzer. I'm not actually really a blush kind of girl, maybe more for the day, but in the evening I want the bronzy sun-kissed look. So I'm actually going to be using the Maybelline Master Bronze Color and Highlighting Kit. I take all of the shades of the bronzer and then I'm just going to mix them up and I just bronze my skin, so that'll be the cheeks, the cheekbones, take it down to my jawline and my neck area. Now I'm going to move on to lips. I feel like lips would be whatever choice you want to go for. I'm going to be real with you, 10 times out of 10 I will go for a nude just because it is what I'm about. So I'm going to be using the lip liner by MAC called Strip Down. This is just a nude brownie tone. It's just going to give us a base to apply our lipstick onto. So I'm going to apply this all over the lip and just fill the lip in as well. Then I'm going to apply a little bit of a MAC's Wow lipstick straight on top of our base. And then you could keep it like this, but I want to just lighten it a tiny bit. So I'm going to go in with MAC's Peach Stock, which I love this color so much. It's a really nice kind of peachy light color. So I'm going to apply this just to the center and then give the lipstick a quick finger blend. Once you're happy with everything and how everything's looking, I'm just going to spray a little bit of MAC's Fix Plus just to refresh and fix my makeup in place. Okay, so I'm going to move on to the hair part of this video. I'm going to be real with you guys. Do I have time when I'm getting ready for a date? No, I never actually have time to do my hair. So it is just a quick kind of run through. So I'm not going to be doing like a really nice extravagant hairstyle. I would usually just keep my hair quite casual, quite natural, and just how it's been in a pony, kind of brush it through, you know. Something that I do like to do is I like to use the Rush Hour Scent Sensational Dry Shampoo by Soap & Glory, and I like to spray this all the way through my hair just because it smells nice, you know. Like if you've got someone next to you or they're sitting next to you, maybe not opposite you, then you want your hair to smell nice, and if you've not had that time to wash it, kind of like me, then this is a good lifesaver. So I'm just going to quickly work through my hair and brush through just to analyze and see what I'm working with. Okay, so I actually quite like my hair like this. I just like a few waves in it, nothing extravagant. But what I am going to do is I'm going to use the Babyliss Pro Stylist tool that I always usually use just to create a few waves just at the top and at the front sections, and then I'm just going to kind of brush them out just to soften them a little bit. And then I'm just going to quickly chop on my hoops. Now the very last thing I like to do before I put on my outfit is actually spray my perfume. This would be your perfume of choice, your scent, the scent that is kind of you. And my scent right now usually always changes, but I am loving the MAC Perfume Candy Yum Yum. Not only is the packaging divine, but a lot of people don't like it, but it's very me, like it's very sweet. I feel like it smells a lot nicer after some time as well. So I like to spray this more or less everywhere. Okay guys, so that is my makeup and hair done. We're going to just jump quickly into the outfit so I can show you guys the full look overall. Okay guys, so that was my get ready with me for a blind date slash Tinder date. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. I was really real throughout this video. This is legit what I do, and I just wanted you guys to kind of feel more comfortable. Like everyone does it. I don't think that it's that big a deal. I always said that I'd take it to the grave with me, but what's the harm? There is no harm. So I just wanted to wish you guys the best of luck swiping away, and make sure that you guys are careful as well. If you like this video or you like this style of video, then let me know down below in the comments. Give me a thumbs up so I can create some more real life situations over here. And that is it. I have nothing else to report. I love you guys so very much. I will see you in my next video. Mwah. Sometimes it's hard to tell.